noticed more experience with, I guess I was more focused on my eyes than anything, but also some other things that I was able to get through these last several days with all these storms. I could walk and balance. It was like being on a balance beam, but I could actually balance myself without having to worry about it. And I was like, oh, good, I have the still the V6 on me. But then after all these touch experiences, if it was a sunny day, I could see things even more clear. Even on the bad days, I could see things more fine-tuned.
I've had a fabulous time since Friday night. I was in the wonderful live meditation, and it was the first time to experience the touch via Cynthia's computer. And because it was too short a time span since my prior phone use, I just, laid down, and I'm about 9 to 10 feet away from my desktop computer. It was phenomenal. It was like the whole room was filled with frequency. And it was amazing because it was the same kind of experience the way it came in as actually touching the phone. Yet it was like a whole surrounding envelope that was just so powerful. So I did this again last night late. And again, I'm, way away from my computer. And it's just, I can just say this is just amazing. And the same kind of just tingling throughout my body. It seems to come in through the third eye, start there. It cleans out sinuses, works its way down to the arms, but the whole feeling of these frequencies in the room, I just thought, oh my gosh, this might be what the home healing system feels like. I what can I say? And I just did it about 3 hours ago and loved it again. So anyway, that's what I had to say about it. It's wonderful. Thank you.
The First Lady said everything she said is exactly how I felt it through Cynthia's computer experience. But since then, I've been doing 2 or 3 or 4 times a day, as much as I could get in. And I've been only on my phone. I've been doing it on my phone. When we finally said, well, you don't have to touch it anymore. So today I touched it, and then I didn't touch it. And it was the same strong feeling the whole time. It's this wave of power and energy coming through me. And like I was just telling my husband, it feels like my face wants to just, like something just wants to leave my body. It's just amazing. It's great. And also my husband was using his on the, and he's sitting here with us. His name's Randy. He was using his desktop 3 rooms away, and I'd already done my touch, like an hour before, and he was doing his deal, and I was watching TV, and then I felt my face doing that same thing again. He's 3 rooms away, and it felt like I felt it 3 rooms away while he was doing it. I wasn't even sure when he was doing it until I asked him. Anyway, so real excited to see, like, as the healing starts being noticeable, the extra healing. I know that I'm just feeling super energized and at peace right now. So that's the first best part of doing this over and over again. I was a little afraid this would be a bit much to do it 3 and 4 times a day, but it's not so far. It's just awesome.
Since the new touch, though, this morning I did the call and I didn't use my touch, but then afterwards I did. And after the second time, that's when it was like, oh, and like in the last minute, I went, ooh, I'm feeling something, like the little tinglies. And I hadn't noticed that prior to that. But the thing is though, so now I'm so excited about putting it on my computer tonight for when I do it tonight. However, today I really noticed I have a bad right knee. And standing up when I've been sitting, and this morning I sat for probably 3.5 hours, meeting to meeting to meeting to meeting, and stood up, and I could take a step without any problem. So that was like huge.
And when I used the laptop, what I felt with the laptop without touching it, I felt like like, you know, when you get a massage and your hand and the hands go on your body and it's just going down real soft, massaging you. That's what I felt like. It felt so good. I mean, I just felt like I was just calm and I felt, oh my God, that feels good. I was feeling really, really good. I felt warm sensation. I felt so calm and it felt like I was having somebody just massage my body.
Okay, so this morning I did do the touch with the meditation, but it was touch and my phone. So I have an earbud going to my phone and an earbud going to my laptop, which is at the end of the bed because 6 o'clock in the morning, I'm not out of bed yet, right? Especially if I know I've got meditation going, eh? Wow. I would try it if I were you. It's worthy. It's worthy. So then I'm thinking, yeah, can you just relax and enjoy it? Finally, I think I did because usually it's monkey chatter. I'm just all over everywhere and blah, blah, blah. Okay. So after I get off of the call, I think I've got to do a diary. I go and I start typing in, and all of a sudden I remember, you know, people are coming to me. I'm a retired massage therapist, Adelita, and they're asking me to work on them because they have heard it through someone else. My energies are so strong that they're coming to me, asking me to do this for them. I've already had 3 clients. I've got 3 more coming, and it's just incredible because the energies and the electricity.
I've had some really good experiences with the new touch and the first one as well. But since the new touch, my sleep is different in that I don't feel like I've been doing work or visiting people or whatever in my sleep and waking up tired the next morning. But I feel like I've had a peaceful sleep, a very peaceful sleep. So that's really a nice one for me. I feel the energies come right through my body and scan. It goes to my head and my face and my back. I get a warm feeling. I get buzzing. I get tingling. I get all sorts of different sensations throughout my body. It works mostly on my head and face, my cheeks, my sinuses, and or these sinuses, which are clearing out at the moment. And my eyes, which have been crusty and watery and a bit sore and everything. So they feel clearer yesterday and today after the new touch. And my walking is better. My back is even better. I don't, rather than have any pain in my back since the new touch, the crawly feeling that I had in my left lung, that seems to be diminishing.
So I've spent 40 minutes yesterday and today shoveling snow, and I'm not crippled. So that's a nice thing. In fact, I feel quite energetic. I should be exhausted after doing that, but I'm not. I felt something that feels to me like all my spirit guides descending around my head and shoulders. The next thing I know, they're working on my left maxillary sinus right there. I didn't know that needed work, but once they started, I could tell. So then I put my fingers on the screen again, and I got another 13 minutes, I guess. Again, going out into la la land somewhere and feeling like I didn't know I could be this peaceful inside.
It's very interesting with me because every single time, as soon as I start it, I get, and I'm not doing it myself, just all of a sudden my mouth goes into this smile, not a huge smile, but it goes into this smile. And I love it. And so I found that interesting that the energy is doing that. It's lowered my glucose just after 4 sessions. Every morning it would be like 163, 173, and it's been down to like 153. Yeah, so I'm really excited about that. And my acid reflux that I've had for years is almost completely gone. I just feel more connected to community consciousness and a lot more relaxed, more peaceful feeling.
Since I started to use this, which was even before the upgrade, I was primarily putting it on my right leg. My upper thigh muscle became very, very tight. I guess that's what you call the quad, I believe. And I couldn't even like lift the bottom of my leg to try to put it behind me without just going into complete pain. And very tight hip joint also on my right in the front. So that really improved drastically because I take an exercise class once or twice a week, and I could tell the difference when I was doing the leg motions. There was a lot less resistance. So that really improved quite a bit. More peacefulness, and I guess more energy. I'm more motivated now to exercise more regularly. So thank you, everyone.
I have had such joy in using the Touch app. The very first time with the first version, I didn't expect that much from a phone app. And imagine how shocked I was about 5 minutes into my session when I was focusing on nerve damage. I have neuropathy, pretty severe neuropathy, both feet. I'm not diabetic. They don't know why. Doctors don't. And all of a sudden, my left foot, which is the worst, started to vibrate. And it felt like it was getting more and more vibration, like it was almost dancing. And then just as that wave and the vibration came in, then it faded out. And I was really shocked. I didn't imagine that that could happen from a phone app. The next thing that happened was I had a stabbing pain in my right eyebrow. And I shut it off and walked away. What is this doing? And then I remembered, oh, yes, I do have nerve damage there. A car accident has left most of my right forehead and scalp back to my ponytail. This whole big area is numb. And here it is, this kind of just a shooting pain in an area that was numb. So I put it back on and finished my time. And then I had kind of a similar kind of a stabbing pain in my right hip. Now, what is that about? I don't have any nerve damage there. Oh, wait a minute. That's where I had shingles. So it was healing nerve pain, even though I was just thinking about neuropathy. And how joyous when this new, stronger version of this app came about. And in a couple of days of using this new app, my neck pain, I had 4 hours one day, totally 100% pain-free, my whole body. And a couple of days later, 6 hours where I was totally pain-free. Now that is a miracle. That is just a miracle for me.
I have had almost black pupils and black irises. They're a shade off probably all my life. 4 days after we started with the new touch, I've got blue in my eyes. There's a blue ring around, and my eye color of the iris is no longer dark brown black. It's hazel. They are hazel, and you can see there's a differentiation between the iris and the pupil. And that's after 4 days, like, wow.
On Sunday morning when I was on the laptop doing my touch, and he just was working on came in looking me in the eye, directly in the eye. It was very clear, and working on my right eye because I have been diagnosed with cataracts, just taking something out of my eye. It was really fascinating. but my eyes are clearer and not crusting up anymore. So, yeah, just thought I'd mention that as well.
So I actually had about 30 minutes of both my phone and my computer. I felt a little drunk when I got up, but it made such a big difference in my body. As I don't normally go that long, but a lot of things that have been bothering me just sort of went away. I have an injury to my knee. I've had injuries to my wrists, my elbows, my shoulders, and I was out of pain completely when I woke up. And I think I went to sleep for a little bit, and that was great. That was really great. And some of it is coming back a little bit, but my joints in my hand were clear, and I make fists now. And I actually took a longer walk today than normal, and throwing the ball for my dog is always really interesting with my shoulders. But it just did everything at once. And I was really surprised by that. As I do have some floaters, I've had cataract surgery, but I still have had floaters after that. And I don't have any more.
The laptop, y'all, you don't even have to be touching it, is freaking stellar. And the vagus nerve, I'm stoked because I have used it I've used the V9 on my vagus nerve, and it was magical. I tried to use the touch on there and I kept shutting off. So now to think about putting it on there backwards, oh my God. Yay, thank you for that. So I did a meditation a touch session with my dad today. And so he's on one pillow, I'm on the other pillow. And so we're laying there and we're going to go 5 minutes. And right at the 5-minute mark, all of a sudden my head starts going, bzz. This is the second time it's happened when I was going to shut it off at 5 minutes. And then my head starts going, bzz. I'm like, oh, well, if it's working in mine, I'm just going to think right on over in there. So it's working in there, right? It was awesome. And then when we got up, I said, so, Sabian, did you feel anything? He said, his mouth was kind of open. He goes, that was in my heart. And the other day when we were doing it with a caregiver, I heard put it in her hand. They felt so much peace just from holding a device, just the caregiver. It was amazing. And there was a caregiver here that was very skeptical. When she got here, she's like, yeah, that's nice. That's good. And she was concerned about taking the job because Dad is walking 10, 11,000 steps a day, right? She has knee issues. She went on the first walk. She came back and she goes, I don't know what's going on. My knee should totally be hurting right now. It's not hurting. We didn't talk about it the rest of the day. I was like, hallelujah, drink extra water, At the end of the day, she goes, I cannot believe this. I have no knee pain. We walked 11,000 steps. What's the name of that app? It was awesome. It was awesome.